welcome to another to another episode of the Mighty Movie Pod. My name is Ryan.
I'm Josh.
I'm Josh.
You sounded real confused with that. Hello. Like you were like.
No, it's because
timid.
last time I went too overzealous with it.
You did.
Like Michael Buffer.
Hello. Oh.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. What's up, Ryan?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, bro.
This is episode 57. We're here. St. Patty's Day.
We're still talking. Is it St. Patty's Day?
No, it
today?
was on Sunday.
Yeah,
it's after that, but we're drinking Guinness anyway.
Was it fucking Sunday?
It was, yeah.
Jesus.
I drank. Well, I didn't drink anything, but I ate corned beef. And I took a really long nap.
Yeah, that's what happens when you eat corned beef. Oh,
For sure.
got the old bubble in there.
Anyway, this has been an odd start to this episode. We are back in your ear. I was going to say back at you, but then I wanted to say back in your ear holes, and it came out weird.
Back at your
We're back at your
face.
ear face holes here again on a Tuesday in Studio 3. How are you, Josh? Tell me about your jewel.
It's a jewel.
It's a jewel.
It's a jewel.
It's a
Ryan.
jewel.
It's a jewel.
Yeah, you have your jewel. I got my
Jewel.
thing.
Yeah, I like it. It's all right.
Wow.
High praise.
Wow, we should just start this episode over.
Yeah, we should really start over, man.
No, the show must go on.
Okay.
I've been good. Thank you for asking.
I said, what's up, man?
It's more of a greeting these days.
Oh, for God's sakes, Ryan.
Ever since the days
how
of
are you doing?
sup.
What's
What's up?
Oh,
Yes.
God. This is going downhill fast.
Dude, we got all the timely topical references on lock.
Does anybody still do that? Fucking, I was terrified the other day because Geico's been running all the old commercials and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and it was the camel one. What day it is?
Yeah, hump
and I was like, oh
day.
God, we're gonna get a whole new crop of people out doing that hump day shit, and I fucking hated that the first time around.
You're probably right. But then again, everything that's old is new again. It's true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The success of the last Halloween movie proves that.
It's true.
And apparently, James Gunn's new Suicide Squad movie is just going to be called The
Suicide Squad, but have the same cast.
The same cast. He added one word. It's cleaner.
It is cleaner. I like it. But he's also directing Guardians 3 again. So
I was going to say, can he double dip like that? I know fans get real pissed when that happens.
yeah, I don't know. Why not?
Yeah.
I guarantee coming up sooner rather than later, he's going to have a treatment for that script, and then you're going to hear that like somebody else is directing that.
That's
Suicide.
exactly what's going to happen.
That's what I think.
I'm just happy to see the dude back where he belongs, dude. Because
I agree.
Guardians without him would be terrible. It was funny though. Did you see remember I was saying Taika should do it. Taika should do it. And Taika Waititi tweeted out the article and was like, I thought I was gonna do it. And I was like,
Yeah. See.
I would have loved
Did
Taika
Did
Waititi.
Disney make a statement or anything? Was there an official press release or what happened?
I know that there was just I just saw a headline. I didn't read the article. I just needed to read the headline. That was
Same.
it.
Because I wonder if like,
But I don't know if they were just like, oh hey, our bad.
Yeah,
you know,
like
we kept TJ Miller. Why not?
yeah, exactly. We assessed the situation and we were kind of just like, you know,
we're still employing a fucking child molester.
who the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
An actual.
That being said, I did tell you I needed to make a correction. I will make that correction now. It's less of a correction, but I guess new shit has come to light, man.
Ooh.
I was talking a lot of shit about Johnny Depp on our last episode.
Yeah. Well,
So
he kind of deserves it.
well, does he though? Because now, as it turns out, Amber Heard is more than likely the big asshole in all of this.
I heard. Oh, really? Because
Yes.
I know she's a fucking drinker too, and they both had temper issues.
At the end of the day, worst case scenario, they're both kind of shitty.
That's how I always took it. But I mean, still.
But it
Depp's a piece
seems
of
like
shit.
she's the aggressor in all of this.
Really? Like
and
she
that
pushed
in
him
a
too far?
deposition she may have like
Embellished.
been like, I fucking lied. And not only that, he submitted like, because all this time I'm like, why is nobody like kicking him off of this shit? Like there's tons of evidence that he beat the shit. He came forward with like hours of surveillance tape
and everything.
and eyewitnesses and stuff, and it's more like she used to just get drunk and beat the shit out of him. And that shit that he put out, that shit that she put out was him like upset after like his dad died. It wasn't like he was just going around his house like a maniac.
Still, I agree. I
Yeah.
think they both suck.
At the end of the day, they probably both suck. But if that's the case,
I mean,
it's just a toxic relationship, and they're both kind of in the wrong.
Yeah, because
So
this
it's
isn't
like,
this isn't the first time Depp's been wild, you know.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, and like, I mean, he used to party with River Phoenix, so you know
Yeah, for sure.
that crowd. But
You know,
yeah,
it's more complicated,
It's just-
and we
yeah.
can't just call him out as being a monster because he might just be a fucking idiot.
I always just thought he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't want him in the movies I watch because I hate him, but I hate him for personal reasons.
I think the thing that I will give him for Grindelwald is he's being subtle.
Yeah.
He's not being a typical Johnny Depp guy. Like, like post Tim Burton days, where he's just like, I'm weird and put on funny hats and makeup. He's
Agreed.
He's actually a little bit more subtle and sinister. I like him as Grindelwald.
Agreed. Also, ahead of our time,
Still,
Josh.
he sucks.
Ahead of our time. Last week's episode, we talked about Dumbledore and Grindelwald's like implied romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, I guess J.K. Rowling decided to expand on that a bit and just was like, "Oh yeah, they fuck," and I'm like, "We said that though." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, and everybody's losing their mind, like she's ridiculous, and we are like a week ago before this even happened, being like, "Yeah, like I think that they have a romantic relationship, and there's a whole
they're
thing."
looking at each other, and then there was that bit where they start holding hands.
it's
and
totally
everything.
implied.
Like I figured that like
Yeah, as adults.
as adults.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and I thought that it was straight up. Like,
Yeah, so did I.
This was canon already. That like, yeah, they had
So
a
did
romantic
I.
relationship.
But
This is what you told me.
Yeah, but for right now, that's what I thought. But for right now, everybody's losing their mind. Like all the memes, they're just like everybody fucks and blah blah blah, and she's all because I had made a statement, or I brought attention to she had said dumb things like they made shit go away with magic and stuff. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, no, they fuck, they're gay and they fuck, and I'm just like, I thought everybody knew this, and even if they didn't, the movie heavily implies it.
Yeah. Like it's straight up like,
I thought it was
these
funny.
guys
We
are,
talked
these
about
guys are boyfriends.
Yeah, it's funny. We just talked about it last week, and then now everybody's losing their minds over it. I'm like, we were just talking about it, and it was it was fine.
Yeah.
But
Fucking,
everybody's weird now.
yeah, well, it's super funny because everybody wants diversity, and then they get it, and then they're just like, "What the fuck?"
I think most people's argument is that she's trying to add it after the fact to like look hip. Because it's true, it's a product of its time. But it's set in fucking England. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, the Imitation Game is more about him being a homosexual than it was about him creating a spy machine. Mm-hmm. And the Imitation Game is a great film.
Yeah,
and everything that happened to him is fucking awful.
Yeah, it's just strange that she's like,
yeah,
that she's trying to be like, oh yeah, no, there was plenty of diversity in Harry Potter. I mean, it doesn't read that way. I'm just telling you about it after the fact. But it's like, what? It's 20 fucking years old. Like, leave it alone. You know what I mean? It's fine. Nobody's gonna be mad that nobody's mad that Huckleberry Finn. You know what I mean? It's a product of its time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, dude, there is a select crowd that's like, we need to get rid of that and To Kill a Mockingbird. And I'm like, okay, yeah, do that after you pull Mein Kampf out of storage.
Crazy people is what you're trying to say.
Exactly.
Anyway, this discussion is going great. So I just wanted to make that correction that I still hate him. But it seems to be more complicated than that. He's not just beating the shit out of his girlfriends for fun.
I think I'm going to beat my girl today.
Yeah. Johnny Depp, I got nothing to do.
I'm Johnny Depp.
I'm in between pirate movies.
Gore Verbinski's not making anything.
Yeah.
Tim Burton hasn't called in a while.
Yeah, trust me, Gore Verbinski's not making fucking anything.
What happened with that?
He made fucking
the Wild
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Is a Pirates movie.
Yeah.
But everybody hated it, and I don't get what the separation was.
Well, it had Armie Hammer in it.
I like Armie Hammer.
And so do I.
The only thing I didn't like about it was it had Johnny Depp playing an Indian.
Exactly.
I was like, there are a million Native American actors now.
Mm-hmm.
You can do just fine getting one of them.
No, Johnny Depp.
Whatever.
That's why everybody hates it.
But that's not enough of a reason to... Like, I'm defending
And it's
Gore
a Gore-
Verbinski,
and it's a
I
Gore
don't really
Verbinski
like
movie.
Gore Verbinski.
Yeah.
He
It's
just
stupid.
Rube Goldberg
Yeah.
machines his way through every film.
Nobody cares, and I think I heard this on Film Riot, maybe,
Yeah.
or I think he was fucking quoting somebody else. But anyway, nobody cares how difficult it was for you to shoot something. Nobody fucking cares. If it's just like boring and fucking drawn out, and it's just padding the runtime of your movie because you don't want to give up that fucking 20-minute sequence that took
That
you
giant
3
mechanical
days
spider.
and a gigantic fucking crew to make things happen. Yeah,
to
nobody
reference another crappy
Yes.
Western.
nobody fucking cares. Like in his movies are just fucking cookie cutter with long drawn out, ridiculous, like overly choreographed.
Yeah.
I'm running on a fucking water wheel.
Yeah. I mean, it was really cool to watch, but at the same time, like, that's not impressive, you know.
But how many times is it cool to
that's
watch?
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It didn't need to be in every fucking movie.
Just, yeah. Took me an hour to write. I figured it would take an hour to read. It's kind of that concept, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like, it was really impressive how we filmed it. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
mean what the end result was impressive.
Yeah, no, fucking. You know what else is cool? That fucking marble machine that plays music.
I agree.
But like, I don't want to watch it for 4 hours. You know,
Speaking of which,
marble
Run
machines
times.
or run times.
uh,
Except the weird, like, it's gonna be an hour and 37 minutes, or it's gonna be 5 hours and a half, and it's like, I don't want to watch a movie for that long.
true, but Avengers Endgame, I guess, is going to be 3 hours long.
I would imagine so, because Infinity War doesn't have a brief run time.
235, 240 almost. I
And
think.
and this is it, because Batman versus Superman is 3 hours long.
Is it?
It's,
We watched the
it's like
extended
it's
one
like
too.
I think it's like 2.5. It's bordering on 3 hours long, dude. If I remember right, it's like 2:45 or something like that.
I feel like I just saw a movie that was supposed to have extended stuff in it, and I was like, "What? How come I never watched that?" Oh, it was fucking Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, apparently there's an extended version of this." I don't think we
I'm
watched
hoping that when Outlaw King comes to Blu-ray, if it has already, I'm fucking behind on my news. But there's apparently 30 minutes they cut from the film because it tested with audiences that it was too long, which blows my mind.
a Netflix movie.
You're going exactly where I went, dude. Yeah,
they
apparently
test
it was,
audience Netflix movies.
they tested this movie like when they released it at like a festival or something like that, because they got to run the circle if they want to fucking get their shit to be
Yes.
noticed by the Academy and whatnot.
Which it wasn't.
No, it was not at all, and it sucked because it was really good, but Roma made it, so I guess that's great.
I should watch Roma.
I watched a little bit of it and
Yeah.
I got bored.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
It's not really my kind of thing, I guess.
I will say
have a
it's-
limit
it's-
to long, boring movies.
Yes, I will say it's probably my kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also, what I think I brought this up during one of our last episodes.
He's not
I
an
saw
independent director.
Yeah, he pisses me off with that shit. But I saw the runtime of it and was like, nope.
I think the longest movie I ever watched was Once Upon a Time in America, and that's like 4 hours long.
Fuck. Yeah, I have the
Good movie. Well, because that was supposed to be a miniseries, and they made it into a movie instead.
Yeah.
The reverse of Buster Scruggs, basically.
Yes, and I have the extended cuts of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I have not
those too.
watched any of them yet.
Oh, the first one's really good. The second,
But Return of the King is like 4.5 hours long.
is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see. No. Like, I didn't enjoy Return of the King enough to watch 4.5 hours of it.
Fair enough. One of these days.
This
One
is
of these
personal
days,
taste.
I'll have a day to get that done.
Yeah. Well, dude, invite me over. I'll come check it out.
All right. Fair enough. So what do you think? 3 hours? You think it's probably worth it?
I do. You've got enough characters, and with the confirmation of me being right, 100%.
No. I'm willing to admit that there's a possibility you're right, but
dude,
there is no confirmation.
There's
I've
tons of
taken a
confirmation.
big step up. I said you're wrong, so I'm up to you might be right.
I'm 100%.
We're not
right.
confirmed right here.
I'm confirmed. I'm confirmed.
No.
You'll see.
No.
You'll see. You'll see.
No.
Yeah.
You want to know the irony? Actually, I don't know if I hate to use irony because I never know if I'm using it right.
I never do either. I'm just like, that's ironic. No, it's not. All right.
Ah, shit.
That's convenient.
Is the
That's
whole
not ironic.
is the whole time Tony's talking to the suit, whatever the recording, I'm guessing, to Pepper, and I'm guessing she's not there.
That's gonna make me fucking so sad because that's exactly what I think is going on. Like Pepper's gone, and he's talking to an answer machine.
So when he gets back, and that last surprise he was planning, she's just not there.
Yeah.
That movie's probably gonna be good.
I was gonna say, dude, it looks real good. It looks like they're actually gonna do a lot with Hawkeye.
Yeah,
and I like that. I have been waiting for Hawkeye to do something. I like Jeremy Renner.
Josh, I believe you're talking. Speaking of Ronin.
Oh, look at you! I forget. Oh, you're growing so much every day.
Oh my god.
No, Ronin / Hawkeye.
What? Just call him Hawkeye.
Yeah,
They're
Hawkeye.
never gonna acknowledge that.
They haven't even ever called him Hawkeye.
No, they called him the Hawk.
They called him the Hawk. That was his nickname because he sits in that nest all day. Yeah.
But no, they never call anybody by their fucking names anyway.
They call Captain America Captain.
Yes. But
no, oh my God, you're right. They call Hulk by his name, but that's because it's Banner and Hulk. Mm-hmm. She's never Black Widow. Vision is Vision all the time.
I think maybe in the first Avengers they call her, but it's in subtitles. I think they call her the Black Widow.
Yeah, the Black Widow or the Widow or something.
Yeah, or
like
the
that.
Widow.
Same thing with the Hawkeye. Yeah. No,
Something
but yeah. I
close.
think the only one they actually do call Ant-Man calls himself Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I'm Ant-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Iron Man, obviously, but
see, like, how many times have they called him Iron Man? And they've never called him War Machine.
Yeah.
They called him War Machine one time.
They made it a point to call him War Machine straight up after the Iron Patriot deal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, because he was like,
No.
People didn't like that. I didn't like that. That was the one complaint. That was the one big complaint I had about Iron Man 3. Was I was like, you can't make him Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot is a monster.
Yes.
You can't have evil Iron Man be a good guy. I don't care if it's Rhodey in the suit. But yeah, I think Hulk is the only one that they always call Hulk, and then Star-Lord's always insisting on calling him Star-Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah,
when it comes to the whole Ronin thing, it's just for people who are like in the know to be like, oh, he's Ronin.
Oh, look,
now.
Clint's doing his whole ninja bit that he did for a brief moment there. Yeah.
Well, he's sad, so he gets the side shave and he turns.
Oh, dude, he gets a mohawk. It's a full-on mohawk.
I feel like in this it was just the side shave.
No, there's interviews of him with a fucking
straight up mohawk.
Yeah, he's like growing back out, so he's got this weird shag on the side.
It's not even very far away. We're only like a month away.
I'm very excited.
But I'm just like, what is he doing?
I know. I want to know.
Why is he still wandering around and like it seems like they're just at home base chilling? Because I feel like certain parts of the world
he's just going
would be
around
in chaos.
fucking,
But then it shows Ant-Man walking through San Francisco and it's kind of
up.
just barren and fucking there's
New
missing
York.
posters everywhere.
Yeah, New York has all those ships surrounding the Statue of Liberty and stuff. And I think he's just going around taking out fucking his anger on everybody around him. Because, I mean, you get that brief moment, which I think is a callback to, I don't know what they called her, and I think she's just Hawkeye 2. But there's in the comics, he doesn't have a family in the comics. He has a little sidekick for a while. Her name's Kate, and she becomes Hawkeye for a time in Young Avengers, and I think they're doing a little callback. Like, look, his daughter's Kate, and she's...
That's true. I did see her shooting a bow
Yeah, and it's I liked what they established. That was the only part of Age of Ultron that I thought was cool was they actually tried to give Clint something.
Yeah.
Oh no, the execution's bad. But I liked that they tried to give him something.
No, I was doing
this. And they called it the Ultimates.
I was doing this because there was like maybe one other thing that was pretty good. The movie's garbage.
What was the other thing?
I was thinking. I was just thinking. I guess them just hanging out, drinking beer, and trying to lift the hammer.
The beginning was kind of fun.
I guess that's all right.
And I also liked the moment that he and Wanda had, where he was just like, "I'm a guy with a fucking bow and arrow. This is ridiculous,"
Yeah. I liked Quicksilver. I didn't like Quicksilver.
No one liked Quicksilver. That's like when they did their big thing because Whedon got to kill one guy and everything that he does because everybody's super sad about Wash. But spoilers.
Serenity spoilers.
Yeah.
You have to go watch it on Netflix immediately.
Firefly spoilers. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. And then they killed Quicksilver, and I was just like,
Okay.
all right, he was barely here. And like, if they had done that with Wanda, has been more impressive the longer it's gone.
Yeah,
but
she
if
learned
they had
English
killed the
so much better.
She got English. She lost her accent in the matter of seconds, because when she first shows up, she's got an accent, and then in the next scene, they're just like, don't do that anymore.
Don't do it. You're bad.
But she's no longer Czechoslovakian or whatever.
Sokovia, yes.
Yeah, dude, if they had killed both the twins, I wouldn't have given shit.
Yeah, luckily the whole Vision Black Widow thing is Scarlet Witch thing is worked out pretty nice.
Yeah, it's funny. I watched it actually just a couple days ago again, and it's the first time I've watched it all the way through in one sitting. And because it's like, I'll come over and you're watching it, or somebody else is watching it. I catch the first half or the middle or whatever. But it's the first time I've ever sat and watched the whole thing. And I remember in the movies, I was like, this is kind of last minute bullshit. But then, like, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, yeah, but it's like, I think it's Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen being very good actors, and they're doing a good enough job to sell this kind of like, and we're together.
And before we understand that everybody's about to vanish, it gives it more of a personal
gives it a good
stakes.
weight. Yeah, it gives it a good weight. Well, and then they also hinted at it enough in Civil War, and in the comics they were together at one point.
Okay.
And it was good to see that they did something like that. And that whole scene, that was one of the best scenes in Civil War to me, was that and the end with Black Panther. Black Panther's bit with Zemo was awesome.
Yeah.
Everything with Black Panther in Civil War is awesome.
Yeah.
But that bit where you've got kind of that like father-daughter kind of thing going on with Hawkeye and Wanda, and then Vision being like, no, you can't do this. They're gonna, I liked that bit a lot.
Yeah.
It was really good. Anyway, Endgame. Jesus. I think it has to be, with the amount of story that's supposed to be involved, the things that they have to wrap up, and the amount of characters again.
Oh yeah.
And when I brought up Batman versus Superman, because like apparently that movie's like almost 3 hours long, 2 hours and 45 minutes. There's not much meat on that bone, and there's only 2 real characters in the whole movie, and they're barely characters, but there's not enough there for me to be like, oh well, this needs 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, if your plot is so convoluted and jacked up that you need that amount of time to try to make sense out of your MacGuffins, you're doing it wrong. You don't know how to do a MacGuffin right.
No, I definitely do not see myself being bored for 3 hours. I did not feel the 2.5 to 240.
No, and that was the thing when I was watching Infinity War this last time. I was like, dude, I don't feel bored at all. There's always something here to hook me, to keep me hooked.
Yeah, and they shot it all at one time, right? Maybe
did they do both?
Maybe they did reshoots. Like, maybe they changed the shooting plan halfway through.
Well, because I know that Jeremy Renner was tweeting about being on set and suiting up again and everything in the middle of towards the end of production for Infinity War.
Yeah.
So and everybody was expecting him to show up, and then he didn't. And even though people keep insisting that he's there, he's not. I saw one today. It was a YouTube in my recommends that was they had the red circle and the red arrow pointing at the side of a head, and then it's like,
could that be
like the shot of
Boba Fett?
Yeah, it's like the shot of Hawkeye with his mohawk when he's like looking over that balcony, and it's like, and I'm like, no, he's not there, guys. If Hawkeye showed up, we would have known about it. Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't just sneak it. Hey, can I get in real quick?
Yeah.
You're like, thanks. We're going to do this, guys.
We're going to do this.
Right? Shh. It'll be such a surprise. Like,
so stupid.
It's so funny. Ever since you brought in that whole, like, I swear to God, immigrant song played when Thor showed up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember thinking that too. But now every time I see that scene, like, I hear that. Yeah. And then he comes out.
Fuck.
It's such a good scene.
Such a good job. Like, basically since the first Avengers, it's like I haven't been able to give them props. Like, you gave everybody their due. You know what I mean? This is the first, like, in this one, there's going to be even more going on. Yeah. Perhaps, maybe. I don't fucking know. Because technically half of them are missing. So
yeah, it's funny. I was sitting there and I was like, so it's basically down back to the original team. And then I was like, no, it's not.
Nebula's there.
Rocket's there. Rhodey's still there. But yeah, I was just like, oh, so basically the originals are gonna have to fix everything, and I think that's kind of cool. But I would have liked a little bit more of a mix up, like some new folk in there, like maybe Cap disappeared, or I say that, but like I'm glad Cap's still.
Yeah,
there.
obviously. No, this is going to be his movie. He's the one who has to keep it together.
Oh yeah,
because everybody else is going to be losing their shit. And he's like, oh, I didn't have anybody to lose.
Yeah, right. I lost everything. Yeah.
So, everybody talks about this last one, Infinity War. It's like the Empire Strikes Back.
No.
And I'm just like, I feel like this one's going to be like the Empire Strikes Back. Starts very, but it doesn't end.
It has the same dark ending.
Yeah,
it has the same dark ending and everything, and they're clearly losing.
But then you get to but I can't say this is like Jedi, because Jedi starts and it's just wacky and ridiculous and stupid. So
hey, man, some of us really liked Jedi a whole lot.
I really like Jedi. It's not a very good movie.
I like it better, but I like it more. Ewoks are fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's other movies, so like Last Jedi.
Taking a bold stance
Last
on that one.
Last Jedi, for instance. It felt 2.5 hours fucking long, and I honestly think it could have been longer. But
it's so weird, because I agree. I feel like it needed to be longer.
It needed to be longer.
But that's just because one half of the story's
but also they could have just cut out another bit. It could have stayed the same length, and they could have cut in stuff that would have been better. So we'll see how the next one goes. Yeah, we're not too far out of seeing a teaser of that anyway. I'm excited for that, but also I'm gonna see the fucking movie no matter what. So honestly, I don't really care. I'm more excited to see the fucking Jedi Fallen Order stuff. Because they're showing it at Star Wars Celebration.
That's the new game.
The new game from Respawn.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and I just played Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. Dude.
Yeah.
The entire game's a jumping puzzle, and you know how good I am at that. So I was like, they're like, you're doing a great job. And I'm like, you're a great pilot. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. It took me 19 times to get past this part.
Wall running shit is harder on a controller.
The last mission is all that. And that was the only time I was actually good at it. It was really fun. Dude, but it's that crazy, like, bullshit science fiction space opera stuff that like I love, and I'm boots on the ground for it, and it's like I'm not watching it on a TV screen where planets blowing up or anything like that. Like I'm actually getting to do stuff while shit's fucking up, and it's a lot of fun, dude. I really enjoyed that, and plus like it's got a good thing with BT and your pilot and stuff like that. Like you can talk to them, and you have your choice of responses and stuff. And they don't. It's not like it affects the game or anything like that. But it's cool that you get to talk to BT.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Peter Cullen that did the voice. It's not. It's apparently a dude that does a very good Peter Cullen impression. And like he's on YouTube doing Peter Cullen impressions of Optimus Prime and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I really enjoyed that game. Anyway,
I want to check it out eventually.
So yeah, now there's
tons of shit I want to
playing that. I was just like, well, now I want to see what they're going to do with fucking Star Wars.
Oh, for sure.
This was Star Wars-esque in its campaign. Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's good pulpy action sci-fi fun.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was
and I don't think, and especially with Apex Legends just fucking saving EA from a really down year. They're not going to fuck with it. Respawn, I think, is able to just do what they want.
Yeah.
So I think they're probably dealing with Disney, which I hear is a nightmare, according to Square Enix and shit.
Oh, really? Square came out and was like, dude, no.
Yeah, they're like, fuck.
Yeah, I imagine. I can only imagine, dude. Disney seems like they're...
Yeah.
And I know that in the past, people have talked about like their video game division just being totally clueless. Like
they have no idea how it works. Yeah. And that's why they just hand it over to EA. But it's like, fuck.
EA's just wasting
EA is just
it.
fucking...
Well, that's like robbing Peter to play
together,
Paul.
Man.
It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul, because neither of them know what to do with Star Wars. Like EA has no idea why Star Wars is great.
I'm fucking happy for Respawn that Apex is fucking doing very well for them.
Well,
but
dude,
I'm also happy that it's going to give time for EA to figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it does. They're just like, this is what a Star Wars game should be like, and they're just like, oh,
yeah,
we don't need to pump up, fucking
dude, tons of cash infusion. Fucking the studio that's doing best for them. It's going to be out by the end of the year, for sure. It'll probably be out in November.
And it just sucks to see BioWare struggling as bad as they are right now.
They are, for sure.
Because like back in the day, like that was the star KOTOR and KOTOR 2. Well, that was I always want to say Black Isle. It's not Black Isle. They were Black Isle. Obsidian.
Obsidian, yes.
When Obsidian made KOTOR 2 and stuff like that, those were the Star Wars games.
Yeah,
Like that was just like, you didn't get better than Knights of the Old Republic and stuff like that.
The problem is, it's just like...
But it seems like all those people that made those games are long gone.
Oh, for sure. And that's the problem, is there's... I would love for there to be a fucking KOTOR or fucking... Rogue Squadron or something like that that's just like a masterpiece. But I just want anything, man. Throw out an X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
No. I'm 100% with you.
Just
I would love
put out whatever.
You know what I would love?
It's gonna be good.
I would love to see was it Galaxy at War? It was the RTS they made that was fucking amazing. Empire at War, yes. Empire at War was so great. I loved that game. It was so much fun. And like the mod community has kept that game alive.
Yeah, for sure.
And done some graphic overhauls and some really cool mods for it. Like you can do the Thrawn campaign. You can do I think they have some like some Force Awakens and stuff like that era and stuff like that where you're doing the First Order and everything. Yeah, which is really cool. But and then they've even got some Old Republic ones and stuff like that. That's really awesome. There's a big one out right now where you play from the battle right after the Battle of Yavin, and I guess you just progress through the timeline up to Jedi, I think, and you play. It's either right before that. I think it starts before that and carries on straight to the Battle of Endor. And I think that's awesome. That's such a big undertaking. I've seen one guy playing it, and it's like it's got different ships in it. Like it's got Old Republic Venerators and stuff, and then they've got modern Star Destroyers, and they've got the big Old Republic like battle liners and stuff that look like Flash Gordon ships and stuff. It's really cool.
Look, the community is putting out mods and shit that people are just like, oh yeah, it's like a small thing for an old game, but it's awesome because it's new Star Wars shit.
And that's my point.
Get any studio a green light to make a small fucking like TIE Fighter versus X-Wing or fucking anything.
Get the Crimson Sky guys back together and make me an X-Wing game. Jesus Christ.
Who gives a shit? Why does it have to be some gigantic fucking
I don't need a live game.
They canceled two games. Live service. They canceled 2 games, and now they've taken the assets from those games, and they're making another game that's going to be smaller but big, and it's coming out in 2 years. And it's like, guys, just make some fucking games.
Jedi Academy.
Just make some fucking games, and hopefully, that's what Respawn's doing. And it's going to come out, and it's like set precedent. BioWare's not going to make a new Star Wars game.
No, never.
They're still doing shit for Old Republic. That is still,
that game has found its way.
Yeah, it's still doing okay. They have fucking, I'm sure, 6 months to a year at least to try to get Anthem to work out.
Yeah, to fucking shape up that mess.
To see what's going on there. They're working on fucking...
By the way, people are being way too harsh on that game.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It is a fucking mess, but like it's going to shape up.
It's a really, really fun game that does not have any of the systems it needs in place.
No.
And they'll work on it.
No. I don't know what the fuck happened. People are blaming EA for rushing them, but then they said they've been working on it for 6 years, you know? So I'm just like, okay, so where does the fault actually
it's like,
lie?
it might be the Frostbite engine isn't good for this kind of shit.
And apparently that wasn't an EA mandate. That was a BioWare mandate. And they were like, they were just like, no, we're going to do it looks incredible. But like they didn't learn their lesson from Andromeda or Inquisition, which I think Inquisition was the first time they used the Frostbite engine.
I don't think it was.
Was it? Was it Andromeda?
Yeah, I think it was Andromeda.
Okay, then it's just like, guys, maybe don't use that system. Yeah. Go back to Unreal. Like, you don't have to use Frostbite.
But BioWare's still working on another Dragon Age as well. So it's
I've been burned every single time since Origins with Dragon Age. Not every... Awakenings, the last DLC was fucking amazing for Dragon Age. That was the last DLC for Origins. And but like 2 was hot garbage.
Yeah,
it had a boring story. It literally
wasn't finished.
Yeah, it seriously was not finished. And it's funny because a lot of the bugs that they've suffered since that game are the bugs that are in every game now. There's one that shows up in Anthem every now and then. I see where my left arm goes into the center of my chest.
Yeah.
That's been happening since Dragon Age 2, and they've never fixed it. Their menus that are awful have been going on since Mass Effect 2. People will say Mass Effect 1, but Mass Effect 1 made more sense. Like it was cluttered, but I was able to understand and decipher it.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's nuts, dude. And it just they have to really like stop saying that they're paying attention to some of these community complaints and stuff, and really pay attention to community complaints.
Yeah, people are claiming
The constructive ones.
they abandoned Mass Effect Andromeda, but it's like it was a single player game. They were like, ugh, people don't like the game. We're working on other projects. Why make single player DLC for a game that nobody fucking likes?
Yeah.
And the multiplayer is just tacked on bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
So they talk about how they abandoned it. But when the idea from the fucking onset is it's a live service fucking roadmap, several year fucking pumping out content game, they're not just going to fucking abandon it. There's no fucking way they're going to do that.
No.
That's the like they would have to shutter the studio. Because,
no. If this game tanks, that's it for BioWare.
And not even if it tanks, just if they fucking decide they're not gonna.
That's what I mean.
They have a whole team. Like launch was just like phase 1.
Yeah.
Like they're still working on. Like apparently a lot of these actors are back in the fucking studio.
Yeah, they're doing their cutscenes and stuff,
and
which
doing
is
stuff, and it's like,
well, is the story going to get better?
I mean, it seems like it might.
I hope so.
The tease was a little bit more interesting.
The tease was the most interesting part of the story.
Yeah.
God, we're a gaming podcast today, I guess.
Hello. Welcome to the Mighty Gaming Pod.
Welcome to the Mighty Gaming Pod. Yeah, we'll just switch names. Fuck. What was I talking about?
We're talking about Anthem. And
Yeah,
BioWare.
it's down the road and everything. The problem is like they did the 2 betas and then they released it, and it somehow seemed worse than it was in the 2 betas. And it feels like now it's like, what did you just scrub stuff? And then
yeah, and they always do. They always end up doing that to
it
a
just
certain
feels like
extent.
they overhauled it entirely in that time period.
One of the alphas that I played had more shit in it than the launch did, for sure.
That's what I'm apparently there was a point in time where like you had your own Strider and you were just on board that Strider going through the jungle all the time.
Yeah, there's
and all the customization is just missing.
Yeah.
But it's there.
It's weird.
It's very weird.
But people in what I was talking about, people thinking they're abandoning it. Stop not responding to everybody complaining on Reddit.
Yeah.
Is not abandoning it.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out people who are responding on the Reddit are just doing it of their own free will, and if they're just gonna get bombarded by hate, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have to.
I'm
they're
done.
on their own forums. They're putting out Twitter posts and whatever else, but they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, well,
And it's
everybody acts
they're
like
working on
Reddit is the
fucking
be-all,
game.
end-all for everything, dude. And it's like, no, it's just a community like any other place.
I'm actually surprised. People say nobody cares about the game. I'm not subscribed to the Anthem subreddit.
No.
I don't subscribe to any subreddits. I lurk, I don't log in, and I go to the front page. There are fucking Anthem fucking posts that make it to the front page a lot.
Oh, yeah, and they're all pissed off.
Some of them. Most of them are, the ones that make it to the front page are usually like, they made a change or something. But it's like, people are still very interested in the game. And just because the devs aren't going for their own fucking, because they're not sadists, going into fucking comment on the subreddit doesn't mean that they're like, they're just fucking giving up on the game. They're going to move on to the next thing. It's like, nah, dude. You know they had a roadmap of like, phase 1, release the game. Phase 2, make the game good.
Yeah. Phase 3, keep making good game.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's
you give up on it after the second phase,
after you've tried,
after you have that first bit that you've committed to putting out.
Dude, if they fucking supported SWTOR for as long as they have,
oh yeah,
they're gonna keep supporting this.
I agree. That's actually a very, very good point.
Yeah, no, dude, that game's still going strong, you know,
for sure. And
whatever.
every now and again I go, oh yeah, that game seems like it's gonna be fun. I install it, I play for 5 minutes, and then I realize I hate it and I stop playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like when I install World of Warcraft and I play it like 12 hours a day for 3 months and then I go, I hate this game and I stop playing it.
No, I feel
Classic,
like
it's so close, Josh.
I know. You're so
This
pumped.
podcast will be over.
Yeah.
Everything will be over.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm never coming over.
I'm looking for a place to stay. On the cheap.
I'm not. I don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't, dude. I gotta get my fucking fire resist up. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. There's 39 other people that rely on you. Anyway, movies.
Yeah, movies and other things from that aren't video games.
I was talking about that at Star Wars Celebration. They're going to show a teaser.
That's right.
For episode 9, so we'll probably get a name for it. And
is it not Fallen Jedi?
Huh? No, that's for the game.
Okay.
Fallen Jedi.
Oh,
Fallen
for the fucking Star
for
Wars
episode 9, we're gonna get a teaser for that.
Oh my
and
God.
then they're going to show.
I'm all over the fucking.
They're going to show Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Probably they're going to show a bit of it, and then they're going to show it off at E3, and then it'll probably come out by the end of the year. But no, they're probably not going to show it at E3 because EA is not doing E3 this year. So,
that's
so they'll probably show a lot more of it at Star Wars Celebration.
That's interesting.
Sony's not doing E3 this year.
Sony's not doing
Sony
E3?
not doing it.
No, back to video games.
So because they're just like, fuck you. We're like, we don't need E3 anymore. We can just put out shit whenever we feel like it because the internet exists. Like, who cares about paying you guys and having a big stage show where people sit around and wait to talk shit about it?
Yeah, right.
Like, that's the whole, that's all E3 is.
Well, like I've been saying the last couple episodes, everybody can't wait to be mad. It's so aggravating.
So you can't blame them. So that's how we got on this fucking topic.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about episode 9. So I look forward to seeing a teaser of that, figuring out what the title is. I can't think of one.
I was going to say you want to speculate?
No, because I can't think of one.
Fall of the Force. Revenge.
Do you think it's going to have Force in the title?
No.
No.
We already did The Last Jedi.
They can't have Jedi again because that's confusing.
Return of the Empire.
Force Awakens.
Force sleepy time. Dark side takes a nap.
Destiny? I don't know. Maybe we'll have Destiny.
Oh
in the
yeah,
title.
yeah. Oh god, Destiny of the Scavenger.
Oh fuck! I can't think of one. I can't think of one at all.
Star Wars Galaxies.
Star Wars Galaxies.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Galaxy on Fire.
It might have Jedi in the title again.
Might.
It might. I think it has to.
It might. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say The Last Hope, but I was like, no, because we had the New Hope.
They might do that.
Do you really think so?
They might. That actually could happen.
Well, you know, hope, family, sparks, bonfires.
But hope was
barbecues.
the whole hope. The fire.
They were,
hope is the sparks
that will light the fire of the resistance / rebellion.
Yeah.
God, they really hammered hope. Dude, and it's funny because that was like a mandated word or something that because like even in the cartoons they were like hope. I was like, God, knock it off.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be called. Anyway, I'm gonna watch it and be like, oh. People I know. But that was me for The Last Jedi.
Isn't Lando supposed to be in this one?
That's what I heard. Yeah. But that's what I thought for the last one because I was just kind of like, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I just watch it and go, imagery I know, nice.
Well,
fucking Force Awakens, I was getting super pumped and trying to speculate and do whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't fucking know what they're gonna do.
It's not fresh anymore. It's not like it's. And I mean,
it's like I'm gonna watch.
Not that you're not looking forward to it or anything, but there's kind of a bit where you're just kind of like, it's gonna be more Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I hope it's fucking awesome.
At the time,
and
I'm
going to lose my fucking mind for it.
Yeah,
because I just know I am, unless it's god awful.
Well, it's JJ, and you like JJ.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And I like The Last Jedi. Like I went fucking crazy.
It was so funny because like I was like when we went into Last Jedi, I was just like, what? what's going on? Where were all these ships earlier? I was like,
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. Is that the entire First Order fleet?
The bombing
It's just like
fleet,
10 ships?
The bombing fleet didn't need to be there when they were bombing the thing and saying, it's too, we got to make multiple passes. None of it makes any sense. JJ should have done all fucking 3 of them.
I'm in bed with big Star Wars. Don't worry about
Rian
it.
Johnson could have wrote the fucking second one. I don't give a fuck. But JJ should have fucking directed it.
Yeah. He would have been able to make it make sense. At least.
It's ass backwards for this next one because I'm just like, JJ's going to write and direct it? I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Let fucking Rian Johnson write the next one. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He just needs to not direct it because he doesn't want to make a saga Star Wars film. He wants to make
Jedi movies.
in the weeds fucking Old Republic Jedi movie.
Yeah, and I'm cool with
and I'm
that.
cool with seeing that.
I'm
And
fine
apparently
with that.
it's still happening.
I hope so.
They were like, no, we're not, after Solo, they were like, we're not making so many Star Wars movies. And in the background, they're like, we're making so many fucking Star Wars movies.
Well, that was what was so funny. It was like I read the article that they put out where they're just like, we're gonna pump the brakes, but also we've got 2 shows, we've got this movie, we've got this movie, we've got this movie, and you've got the 3 trilogies that have been. And I was like, so you're not pumping the brakes at all?
They're not. No, exactly. It was just press. We're gonna pump the brakes. We're not pumping the brakes. Shh. We have so many fucking Star Wars movies.
Do you think
coming out
anybody
to
reads
die.
articles on the internet?
Yeah. No, they read headlines. They don't read the fucking
Nobody
article.
reads fucking articles.
No. Speaking of which, I read an article and it just says Love, Death, Robots is a show made for edgelords. And I was like, that probably isn't true. Then I watched some of it and I was like, it might be true.
There's a valid argument for that.
So we're going to get into some actual discussion here.
Yes. Okay, you want to talk about Love, Death, and Robots?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because I think that show is probably going to blow my mind because I really enjoyed the 2 that I watched.
I fucking love that show, dude. It's all animated and I think like 2 live action shorts.
Oh, there's live action in it.
There's one. No, there's one. There's one live action and one where the animation is crazy. It looks like it could be claymation. It looks like it could be CGI, and it also looks live action.
Stop motion live action.
But like when you told me, stop motion action live animation. It's so weird, and that's when you told me about the article, I was just like, well, yeah, they probably watched Sonny's Edge and fucking The Witness, because holy shit, those 2 are just straight up like. The Witness, okay, Love, Death, and Robots is Heavy Metal Magazine, the animation. And like some of the coolest shit I've ever seen came out of Heavy Metal Magazine. Great sci-fi, amazing art, just this fountain of creativity is in Heavy Metal Magazine. At the same time, and this is the same thing, this is why I make the correlation between the 2, it makes you feel dirty reading it and enjoying it and telling everybody to check it out. Because like, while it's amazing creativity and great art and just really cool stories and stuff like that and good pulpy, like just some of it's thought provoking, some of it's a little, like, oh, yeah, that's edgy, I get it. You're super cool.
Yeah.
It's that, and it's like, it's also fucking dirty.
Yeah.
It's really dirty, and you're just like,
being edgy is in.
Yeah.
It's just when you take something that's edgy and then all of a sudden you just say edgelord, then everybody's like, uh-oh,
cringe.
Oh no. But it's like fucking Game of Thrones is one of the
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. What the fuck off with that shit. Fucking
The Expanse.
Exactly.
Everybody loves Battlestar Galactica. That show's as edgy as it gets. Yeah, it's all that all at once. So like I'm recommending it, but like be prepared to be like, wow, this is kind of gratuitous.
Yeah. I told you I was 6 minutes in and I felt like a sex pervert.
And I said, well, now I feel awful.
Yeah.
Cause
that being said, I enjoyed that somewhat, and then the next one I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
But also like satanic cult.
You hate cultists.
I do.
You hate.
And it wasn't really a cult. There was more like, we gotta do
one guy.
We gotta do what we gotta do, comrade.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking. We're gonna summon the beast.
Yeah, we're gonna summon the demons to fight off the Hitler.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it World War One or
yeah,
World
it was
War
World War
II?
II for sure. Yeah,
Well, which is
but
like
also,
Hellboy.
but also it was
Hellboy
like,
is that.
you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, no, for sure. But it was also like, fuck it. Like this is not our problem. We're just here to deal with what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a good attitude to have.
Well, dude, there's that one and Sucker of Souls, which is as close to a BPRD cartoon that I'm ever gonna get, and that's Hellboy again, and it was so fucking cool. I've been waiting for Blur to make an animated film
Yeah.
or a show since I saw the cutscenes for Halo Wars. And you get that with Sunny's Edge and Beyond the Ocular Rift, and which is so amazing looking and can be really cool. It could be really cool, but it is a little like
The story I found fucking stupid.
the story's really
and
dumb.
it made me feel like a sex pervert.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. Now that you pointed out that was Blur, I was like, oh yeah, no, it looked fucking
It looks
amazing.
amazing. Well, and it's like I like the idea of Beyond the Ocular Rift because
They didn't explain. Okay,
But
and I
like,
understand it's
so
an 18-minute
rushed. It's so
fucking.
rushed.
It's an
Yeah.
18-minute short. I get it, but it's just like they didn't explain anything. And
No.
there is something environmental storytelling, and like I got this is a jump gate. Fucking, I get what's going on.
Yeah.
But then it was just like oh no, a little like kind of heady sci-fi horror for like a minute,
Yeah.
and then they're back to like.
Well, it's funny because the guy that wrote that one also wrote another short called Zima Blue, and Zima Blue is done by Robert Valley, who is one of my favorite artists. I love that guy. He did the art for the Tron show, the Tron cartoon that they did, and I think he co-created Downtown from MTV, which was an old show back in the day. I could be wrong about that, but he's got great art. You're a child. Jesus Christ. See how quiet mine is?
Do it again. Legit, that does not pick up on the microphone.
I know. 'Cause it's
This picks up on the microphone.
yeah, Ryan. I've been saying it for like 6 months. This is a superior device.
Welcome to the Movie Gaming Vaping Podcast.
We gotta cut that out.
I might.
But anyway,
Might
Alistair Reynolds wrote both the Aquila Rift, Beyond the Aquila Rift,
Yeah.
and Zima Blue. Zima Blue is done by Robert Valley, like I said, one of my favorite
Yes.
artists. And it's a much better story. You're basically the story of this artist, and it is one of the coolest looking. When I think cool art, Robert Valley is one of the guys that comes to mind, and it's so cool and very stylistic, very hip looking, without that horrible edgelord tints. It's the story of this artist and his final project, and it's this evolution. I can't talk about the story without giving it away because the whole
for sure.
thing is integral to that short, and it's so
you
good.
can't really talk about any of them without spoilers.
There's
but-
one that's really cool. It's called Suits, and it's a bunch of farmers defending their farmland from alien invaders and giant mechs, which is everything that I love. Blue collar,
Yeah.
giant mechs, alien creatures.
Yeah.
And it is the tower defense game I've been waiting for my life forever.
Nice.
I would watch a cartoon. I would play that video game. It is so cool. Suits is great. There's another one. Lucky 13 is awesome. Helping Hand is one of the short. I think it's the shortest one, and it is it's the movie that Gravity should have been. It's because I don't like Gravity.
No, neither do I.
But it's really
Take that, Alfonso.
Yeah, take that, Alfonso. You guy.
I did like the Harry Potter movie you did, though.
Oh, yeah.
You idiot.
Begrudgingly, you fake independent director.
Best fucking director and best cinematographer. Fuck you. If Ben Affleck can't win best picture and best director, but this motherfucker can. It's in black and white. There's not even any color.
He's so mad.
I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
Small team in Mexico. I was like, didn't you fucking direct a Harry Potter movie and a Sandy Bullock movie? And he's like, nah, it's me and my small crew in Mexico. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Guillermo doesn't play that shit.
No, he doesn't.
Guillermo goes, I have a mansion in Hollywood with movie, I want to say paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
That's not what I'm looking for.
That's the right
memorabilia.
Word. Memorabilia. Yeah. Okay, because I was like, it's right. What are you doing? Yeah. No. Dude. Sidetrack from what I was talking about. Like we love doing.
Yeah. It's one of them.
Have you ever watched the El Rey Network? Do you get it?
I don't fucking know what that is.
You don't know what the El Rey Network is?
No.
Okay, the El Rey Network is Robert Rodriguez's television network, and it runs. Dude, I discovered it a couple Christmases ago. They were running a Christmas Godzilla marathon, and it was fucking awesome. And that's what they do. They do Godzilla marathons. They do kung fu movie marathons. I just watched the last one they did. Jaden Gold was fucking great.
Isn't it crazy how some directors have an amazing taste in movies, but they don't make good movies?
Well, dude, I was just gonna say, I love Desperado.
Mm-hmm.
I love fucking The First Sin City.
That's true,
and that's it.
That's
but
true.
But
as a kid, I motherfucking watched Spy Kids. I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Dude, you're the only person I've ever met that has fond memories of that's younger. That has fond memories of the Spy Kids movies. Everybody else talks shit about it.
I thought Spy Kids was fine.
But I saw the first one. I thought the first one was okay.
Like more and more, I just start remembering movies that I saw as a kid, and I'm just kind of like, I just watched I watched garbage is the problem. But Spy Kid, because I like Aladdin, all right. But you ask me about any other Disney movies, I'm just like I didn't watch them.
That's true. No, because we've talked about that on the podcast. I think where it's like I don't have Disney nostalgia. I don't have that
at
love.
all.
Yeah.
And then just out of nowhere, I'm like, oh yeah, I saw Spy Kids. I thought it was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Baby Geniuses. I was into it.
Jesus.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and
stuff.
So that's
I always get Baby Geniuses, which is pretty bad, confused with Baby's Day Out, which is awful.
Way worse. Not Baby's Day Out.
I just remember Baby Geniuses had that baby that looked like Al Franken.
Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that is a Disney property.
Oh, dude, did you see the first one?
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, as a kid, I remember watching.
That's one of my favorite Disney movies. I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That one and White Fang were two of my favorites.
But then I have Toy Story. I loved fucking Monsters Inc.
It's funny because I always think when I think of the Pixar movies, those are Pixar movies. I don't think they're Disney, even though they're Disney properties.
Nah, but absolutely, I agree with you. They're on a separate thing.
But yeah, dude. Anyway, El Rey Network. He does a thing on Fridays called In the Director's Chair where he interviews directors. And I saw one.
I've seen that.
It's really cool. I saw one and it's like it makes me think of the old like on VHS quote unquote bonus features where they're talking to directors or behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's Robert Rodriguez interviewing directors. Well, I saw one with Guillermo del Toro in here. And
nice.
it's old because he hasn't done Crimson Peak yet, which if you haven't seen Crimson Peak, please watch that movie. It's gorgeous. It's a great movie. Great practical sets, costume design. It's absolutely beautiful and really well acted. Tom Hiddleston, Jessica Chastain, and I don't remember the name of the other girl. I think she was in the Alice in Wonderland Tim Burton movies.
Okay.
Really great flick. But like I love Guillermo del Toro. I love his style. I love what he does. It's this weird fairy tale horror. But anyway, he does an interview with him and he talks about his first stuff and everything. And you brought him up doing his how he doesn't fucking tout himself as an independent filmmaker when like he does a lot of shit on his own.
Oh, for sure.
And basically what it was like in the interview you find out that like Mimic went so bad for him because the studio got involved and it was his first big Hollywood movie because he had done a couple movies down in Mexico before and then he did Mimic, which was his big release here in America. And it was like they got involved and he kept saying, okay. And he sacrificed a lot of his film for that. And it's like, you can see little hints of Guillermo's look and stuff. And then like when he did Blade 2 was when he was like, he basically said, he's like, with Blade 2, I had learned to use the word no.
Yeah.
So he did a lot of the stuff that he wanted to do in Blade 2. And that's why Blade 2 is the best fucking Blade movie. I love that movie. But yeah, no. Anyway, so Guillermo del Toro is a good director. Thought of that.
Yeah. What was the
where were we
what was the
before
Favreau show that he did on HBO? where they had like the round table. I watched one back in the day. Favreau wasn't on it. It was like Kevin Smith was guest hosting it, and it had J.J. Abrams. Fucking like,
I think it was called Round Table, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Like right before he was about to do Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
Like he really hadn't done anything. He was like a TV guy at that
Oh yeah,
point.
yeah. He was still. I think that was. I think he'd done Felicity and one other thing. Yeah.
And then it had Stan Lee was on
Lost. I think he'd come
just
from
done
Lost.
Lost.
I think he had just founded Bad Robot actually at that point.
And fucking who else do they fucking have on there? Jason Lee.
Which Jason Lee?
The
Brody Man Jason Lee? Okay,
yes.
well, because there's Jason Lee, Brody Man, and then there's Jason Lee, the Asian actor. That's fucking awesome.
Brody Man. And that was pretty interesting. It was a weird fucking line of
That's
people.
a weird.
But they were talking about. But it's just funny to see J.J. Abrams just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people involved in TV. I just kind of do some stuff, and there's all these writers, and like they're the ones that are doing it. But I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible 3. And I'm like, this guy has no fucking idea. He's gonna do every reboot for the rest of the time.
Right? That's all he's gonna do for forever. I would like. That's why I like Super 8 because it's the first time he's not done a reboot.
I love Super 8.
Super 8, dude. You and I talked about Super 8 at length for a long time, for several months. We were talking about how great Super 8 was.
I loved it. I think the same year. I'd have to look, but I think Scott Pilgrim and Super 8 came out at the same year, and that's when I was like, you know, we started talking about movies and stuff, and I was like super getting into like going and checking out new shit and like fucking two young directors like that are fucking hitting their stride. I was like, that was a good year.
Well, dude, because I remember I had said that I thought about watching Scott Pilgrim, but I'd seen Kick-Ass and I hated Kick-Ass, and you were like, it's nothing like Kick-Ass. It's way better. You gave me the DVD. I went home and watched it a billion times, and I still watch that movie all the time. That's one of Edgar Wright's best. That one and Hot Fuzz are my two favorite Edgar Wright movies.
Absolutely.
With Baby Driver being a very close second to Hot Fuzz for me.
Baby Driver is his best movie.
Baby Driver is.
Do I like Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim more? Scott Pilgrim definitely. Hot Fuzz also definitely.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd hear you say that because I know how much you love Baby Driver.
It's his best
It's
movie.
a technical masterpiece, dude. It's beautiful.
It's his best movie, and it makes me very, very happy that it exists. But Hot Fuzz, man, you can't get better than that.
Dude,
Scott Pilgrim is just one of my best
Hot Fuzz
favorite movies of all
Hot
time.
Fuzz is another one that's like another technical masterpiece.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
For sure.
And it's funny because like as you're watching the Flavors Coronado trilogy, you can see where he's going, and even Scott Pilgrim, you can see where he's with the music, especially in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah.
You can see where he's going, and then Baby Driver is like the culmination of all of that, dude. And it's just it's amazing to behold.
Scott Pilgrim also has Brie Larson and fucking Chris Evans in it. And Avengers Endgame is going to have Brie Larson
talking about that
and
in
Chris
Captain
Evans.
Marvel. I totally forgot about Captain America being in there, and he's my favorite villain in fucking Scott Pilgrim.
I'm not pretty good. I got my own skate brand.
I'm pretty good. Come on, skate brand, bro. And he pulls down his collar. I'm not just good. I'm nothing without my stunt crew. Yeah, going for the Oscar this year.
Love that fucking movie.
I like him. He seems nice. It's a great movie. Pirates are in this year.
Lucas Lee. You got fucking god damn it, Matthew Patel.
Matthew Patel and his army of demon
hipster chicks. Yep.
Which were like demon goth girls.
Yeah, they were just Flo with goth makeup on. Looked it up, wasn't actually Flo, but she looks like Flo.
Yeah.
They look like Flo's sister.
They did.
Who was just Flo, by the way. If you haven't seen the commercials.
Mighty Movie Pod, where we talk about whatever the hell we want when we don't watch movies.
Care. We told you we're drinking Guinness. Listen to some of the older episodes, the Grudio episodes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
This is what you're getting.
They got wild in there. But
at least you can't hear us smoking cigarettes.
It's true.
But you can listen to us vape.
Jesus Christ. Where the hell was I going with? Oh, yeah.
I can't help it.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot where
Last
I was.
time.
Love, Death, and Robots.
Fuck. Really?
Anyway.
We're going back there?
Yeah,
All right.
dude, that was where I was.
That's true, I guess.
Dude, it's just like it's just beyond the Beyond the Aquila Rift is needs time. That is a
does.
story that really needed a full development.
Because
Zima
here's the
Blue
thing.
is utilizes the short story format excellently.
We're only going to spoil one of these fucking shorts in this show, anthology show. So let's talk about that one in particular.
Beyond the Aquila Rift?
Yes, because he wakes up and there's never anything that he thinks is not right until a simulation that she runs starts freaking out about that she's not who she is.
It's not even a simulation. It's space magic.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
He never starts there's no paranoia.
There's no
discovering that something's not right.
It's got the basis of like,
and she reveals facts to him that are completely unnecessary and fucking crumbles her whole fake reality around
There's no
him.
big reveal like with Dark City or Vanilla Sky where you've got the same kind of, or Solaris where you've got the same kind of story going on. It's just, he just kind of goes, hey, you're lying. And she goes, well, kind of.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, here you go. And then you see that it's like a hell beast.
Yeah. But it's like, I feel bad for you, but you're also trapped in my hellscape.
Yeah. And then he continues on with the simulation and, oh, what a terrible dream I've had.
Yes.
Even though I've just woken up and it's the exact same thing that started all of this. No, Aquila Rift.
The point is you forget.
Yeah, Aquila Rift needs a full release, and I agree. I because I agree with you. Like I liked the look of that one,
and I'm gonna see how the travel normally goes. And like I get it, it's kind of a alien type situation going on. I don't know. It just felt like a sex pervert, and then I felt like it didn't pay off. And then I was like, ugh.
There's
and
a
I'm
couple.
glad
There's
the next one was like.
There's a couple shorts in there that are gonna make you feel perverted, dude. Like,
no,
it's
that's
just
fine.
it sucks,
fine.
and it sucks.
I told you
because...
some of my violence isn't sexy enough, and I need it to be.
But no, it's one of the coolest things I've ever watched. I highly recommend it if you're a fan of animation and art. Most definitely check it out.
Being an edgelord and enjoying things that may appeal to edgelords is not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not fucking edgelords, but I'm willing to appreciate something that might be made for edgelords.
I like a lot of those stupid edgelord action movies.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Speaking of
Dude,
which,
love The Matrix. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
I'm not going to shoot up a high school. Like, it is what it is.
Right. Ooh, I love The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I love The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, like I think I've come to grips with the fact that like I know that movie's horribly flawed, but I do really enjoy it.
Yeah, like I hate it, and I've given it plenty of chances.
Oh yeah,
and it's actually not that bad, but I fucking hate it.
I prefer Batman Begins though.
Just went on Letterboxd. I have it as my least favorite Batman movie.
Really?
Yeah.
With
I put Batman and Robin ahead of it in my list for people to be mad at me.
Ooh.
I also put The Last Jedi in front of Return of the Jedi and told people to fight me. I get into Letterboxd every now and again. So,
dude,
again.
I gotta fucking put that back on my phone. I had a lot of fun with that. I took it off because I was just like, I don't know if I can keep, because it's like
you lose yourself for an hour goes by and you're like, I didn't do anything. All I did was fucking make my number of films I've seen go up by 60.
It's like I was telling you. I think we were talking about on the podcast where it's like I have so many movies on there that I'm like I don't feel comfortable putting a review or a star value on this because I know I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in so long.
I heard there are you can make private lists.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like making a public list where you're like, these are the best sequels I've seen, or this is the best fucking Star Wars or the best Batmans or whatever. You can also just make lists of like shit from last year that I want to watch.
Well, see,
and like that's good to have like a cool list there.
I was liking that list thing that you could do because I made a list of my favorite Fargo movies. My favorite Coen brother films in order and stuff. And that's cool to do. I think that's fun. It's
just fun to have a profile. Like,
yeah.
Throw somebody there. They kind of understand what you're about.
Yeah. There's always somebody that's like, oh man, this guy's got good taste, or this guy's got shit taste, but I'm going to tell him about it. That's fun.
I think you put Rounders as one of your favorite movies.
Oh, dude, my top 5 are goofy ass. I think my number 1 is Master and Commander.
Yes.
Which is true. And then I think number 2 or 3 was Rounders. I know Fargo and Miller's Crossing is on there. I think.
Are up there, yeah.
But no, anyway, fucking Love, Death, and Robots. Give it a look.
Yeah.
It's the only time John Scalzi's ever written anything that I thought was worthwhile.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's an anthology, animated.
It's fresh released.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sonny's Edge is one of the most visually striking ones that's on it. I think it's another one by Blur. It has that great cyberpunk neon. Everybody's got weird mechanical bits, and there's like glowing tattoos that light up in black light. That shit that I love. It's so cool. I fucking love that one. Another one that's like clearly meant for the edgelord. And then The Witness. Enjoy it for the style it's done in. Don't get too caught up in the subject matter. Ooh.
I'm not a professional.
I think our entire episode has proven that we're not a professional.
But yeah, no, for sure. I'm going to check out the rest of them.
Yeah, please do.
And I like that. That's not a big deal because they're like 18 to 20 minutes. Some are shorter than that.
Oh, so. Dude, yeah, like a lot of them I think are about 5 minutes. I think the longest one is 18 minutes. I think the longest one is the Aquila Rift.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be wrong. I think no.
No, the last one I watched was definitely longer than that. It was almost 18 minutes.
Really? Okay, because
the Russian one. Yeah.
Shapeshifters is another one that I really fucking liked. Shapeshifters is really cool. Zima Blue, Shapeshifters, Suits, Good Hunting is another one that I liked. Dude, it's 18 episodes of really cool creativity, and I'm hoping that the show gets enough traction that we get enough views. I don't know how Netflix works. Enough where they go like, hey, dude, let's get another collection going.
I don't know how fucking Netflix works because I want fucking Neo Yokio to come back in the worst way.
Yeah.
They made like an hour and a half fucking Christmas
They
special.
said season 3 was coming.
That was fucking awesome.
Or 3.
2. No, they have the
Did they not count
Christmas
that as
special,
season 2?
The Christmas special shows up in season 2. But there's been nothing else. So I want Neo Yokio back.
Neo Yokio was hilarious.
It's fucking amazing.
It's great.
Now, when our Christmas episode comes up, I'm definitely going to talk about fucking Pink Christmas.
Pink Christmas?
You'll need to watch it because he fell asleep halfway through.
I did. I was tired.
I wasn't talking shit. I just said you need to watch it again.
I'm old. I also watched another Netflix movie. I watched Triple Frontier.
Been seeing it pop up. How was it?
If not for the cast, I would have turned it off.
Okay.
The writing is very bad, and there's a lot of pacing issues. But Oscar Isaacs is doing Oscar Isaac, which is always awesome to watch. Ben Affleck is... I don't know how to feel about Ben Affleck as a performer.
Oh, that's right.
I liked him a lot in Gone Girl. I liked him a lot in Argo because those roles felt like they befit him. I'm not sure he fits in this movie. I also really enjoyed him as Batman.
Yeah.
I thought he did a decent job. Again, like I said, like I've been saying before, since they've been announcing all this reshaping and everything, where they're talking about getting rid of Cavill. And Ben Affleck's already out, I guess. He's like, nah, I'm fucking done. Which is why the Batman movie is done.
Yeah.
But which sucks because like Cavill's not the problem.
No.
Ben Affleck's not the problem. But
guess what? They didn't have enough time to make a good Batman movie or a good Superman movie before he's popular enough to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Because guess what? He's not going to be a victim of his own success now.
Yes.
He's not fucking Superman. He's the badass from fucking
Fallout.
From Fallout or from what's that stupid spy movie that he's in?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Holy shit.
We talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I talked about it because I saw it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
The Guy Ritchie.
Or now he's going to be fucking Geralt. I love people that call him Geralt. They're so stupid. Geralt.
Is it Geralt?
Sorry, I had it backwards. Geralt is correct.
I was going to say,
people call him Geralt. Witcher.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher.
Yeah. Now, he's got his own IPs to worry about.
Which I'm a little like, when they showed that first shot of him, I was like, why does he look like Henry Cavill in a wig?
Because it's Henry Cavill in a wig.
Yeah, I was just like, but like,
there's
he needs to look a little haggard.
He's a black background. There's no fucking
it's bad.
Makeup hasn't been done.
It's bad, but I've still got faith in it, dude.
Costume test. You know
what I mean? The Witcher, dude. I'm going to be there.
It's The Witcher.
I'm going to be there. It's Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill as much as I like Armie Hammer, and they did a movie together, and it was good.
Yeah, and we can't think of the name of it.
No. I keep wanting to
The
say
Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle. Thank you. I keep wanting to say East meets West, and I was like, no, that's the premise of the story.
Whoa.
But no, it's just super funny that they have a British man playing an American and an American playing a Russian. It's like Pacific Rim. Speaking of which, Charlie Hunnam's in fucking Triple Frontier. And I want to like Charlie Hunnam.
I don't.
They have to quit casting him as Americans.
No, they need to just stop casting him because he's bad. Let them fucking reboot Sons of Anarchy, which they already did, and they didn't. It's just FX ripped it
I was
off.
gonna say, didn't they just do the same
There's the
thing?
Mohicans.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck is it called?
Yeah, the last of
The Mayans. That's what they call it. The Mohicans.
The Aztecs? I thought it was.
No, it's the Mayans.
Is it the Mayans?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, no.
Is it
let
a
'em-
spin-off or
I
just a
don't
straight up
know. I
rip-off?
think it's just a
neither of
rip-off.
us have watched Sons
It's a
of
fucking
Anarchy.
ripoff.
Yeah.
But just let it. Yeah, whatever. He was in Sons of Anarchy. Let
No,
him fucking
it's just
rot
like
there,
he's
dude.
doing. I think he's got an actual brother character in the movie.
I
played
never
by-
thought about the future.
I was just going to get into that, dude. It's I think his brother. It's supposed to be his brother, Garrett Hedlund, in the movie. The guy who played the Kevin's son,
Yes.
Flynn's, the son of Flynn.
Son of Flynn. Okay.
And he's doing a southern accent, and he's doing his like, oh god damn it, this son of a bitch, and then like Charlie Hunnam's supposed to be his brother, I guess, but he's still talking like he can't do an American accent. He doesn't quite know how to talk like it's worse than listening to Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I wish that they had just been like, you know what, maybe he's British and he lives in America. Fine. It's
Yeah, that would
fine.
be perfectly
That's fine.
acceptable.
That's fine. Listening to Charlie Hunnam do it, I was a warrior.
Yeah, we don't give a shit in Star Wars why everybody has different accents for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever.
But yeah, no, like listening to Charlie Hunnam do it in
I
American
grew up on
accent.
Jakku and I have a British accent.
Yeah.
Even though my only friend is a fucking monster beast, Simon Pegg.
But no, anyway, Triple Frontier, not good writing, pretty bad writing, bad pacing issues, great idea, just needed a tighter script and a better director, I think.
Netflix has got some good stuff coming up here in the future.
Yeah.
They
Also, I checked out the Lost in Space show.
yeah, how was it?
It's a slow burn, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm on like episode 3 or 4.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. I
But,
like
you
what
know,
they did with it.
We got Stranger Things coming to an end, presumably. We've got fucking
Because this is the last planned story, right? They
Indeed.
don't have another one after this?
We don't. Who knows? I'm sure they don't want the money train. But is there really a money train? Let's not get into that.
We've already been in the weeds
Yeah.
all episode.
They've got fucking from the creators of The Office, and they have Steve Carell back to do that like NASA office kind of show that they're doing. And I'm just like, that could be good because I hate the fucking ranch. And any attempt they've done at a fucking humorous
F
show.
is for Family's good.
F is for Family is good. That's an exception.
that
Master of
sitcom
Master of
comedy
None, I guess, also good.
You get hung up on the fucking bad.
He shouldn't direct the fucking thing.
No. I will say the second season's better looking.
And I still haven't watched it.
The second season is much better. I think he came into his own in the second season.
No, but I'm
There's a lot less of like, I wish I was Woody Allen going on.
I'm into a wacky like we're scientists and we're trying to get to the moon.
I can't stand that office, workspace. Ooh.
Workspace comedies work for me, man.
I think that Office Space did it the best, and I keep waiting for something to be as good, if not better, than Office Space, and none of them have matched that, except for Silicon Valley.
Yeah, see, like I like Silicon Valley, for instance. Maybe it'll be more like Silicon Valley. I don't
know.
fucking
I don't know. I think it's because the market became so saturated
Sure.
with that improv.
Sure, it could be bad.
Office, Parks and Rec.
Yeah, it could be bad, but it's high profile. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
got Carell
I'm just
back.
glad that-
You
I
know,
was
he
gonna say,
left the fucking office.
I was just gonna say, I'm glad to see Carell doing comedy again
Yeah.
because Steve Carell's
so
hilarious.
the fucking Marwin, or was that what it was called?
the Marwin Journals or
Yeah,
Diaries
and then
or
fucking
something.
the other one where he's like, my son, fucking the guy from Dune, he's totally doing drugs.
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah.
Fucking
Beautiful boy.
Fucking Chalamet. The beautiful boy, yeah. That's a movie. Why would you want to watch that? And that's the thing. I watched Ghost Story, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also like, but it's more abstract. Like, well, I don't want to watch just fucking misery porn. You know what I mean?
Well, don't ever watch Room.
See, Room. I haven't watched it, and I've seen bits, but
Room's really good.
but like, yeah, that's like misery porn.
No, I get. Well, it's with Beautiful Boy. It's the same kind of thing you were running into with The Way Back, I think. And you had issues with The Way Back, and I thought The Way Back was a great movie. I really liked The Way Back. But it honestly, if it wasn't for Maya Rudolph and Sam Rockwell, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I did. I really liked that movie a lot. And dude, again, Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, yeah, playing, and he did a pretty good job. In that.
Oh, he was
playing just kind of like a little bit of a dick.
He wasn't a little bit. He was a pretty huge.
Yeah,
piece
who
of
was
shit.
his mom?
I cannot think of her name, but I've always enjoyed her.
Fuck, yeah,
I keep wanting to say Kate Blanchett, and it's not Kate Blanchett.
And I know Allison Janney was just the other person who was.
She's
there.
the other mom. She's great.
Yeah, Allison Janney is. She always does pretty good.
I like.
I actually caught an episode or two of Moms.
It's not,
and it's actually not that bad.
It's pretty good. No, dude, I was gonna say, dude, can I be real here?
Yeah,
Mom is actually kind of cool.
It's actually not bad. Yeah.
God, let me look it up here real quick.
But yeah, it's not really. No, see, that's not like misery porn.
No, but I'm just saying.
It's.
Like,
I watched. I don't know. Maybe it's just like I don't like stuff that puts me on tilt. I guess like. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, right? The resolution is just like
we forgot a way because The Way Back is another movie entirely.
The Way Back, yes. It is The Way Back.
And I saw The Way Back, and you want to talk about misery porn? That's misery porn.
Yeah. So like something like Perks of Being a Wallflower, it kind of wraps.
Toni Collette,
that's right.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. They like wrap it up in like optimism and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm like. So he's just like, I'll just have to deal with my crippling mental illness.
Yeah.
But at least I got to fuck Emma Watson. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, that's a terrible ending.
Yeah.
That's just, and I know A Beautiful Boy is just going to be like, I think he's going to be okay. But at the end of the day, he's put me through something that's going to just haunt me for the rest of my life.
I guess a better correlation would be Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Another Steve Carell movie.
Another Steve Carell movie, terribly miscast.
Very
all
miscast.
Around, I would say.
Yeah.
Just no chemistry, I guess.
No, no. That's the biggest. It's Keira Knightley in him.
Knightley in him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what happened to Keira Knightley? I liked Keira Knightley.
She's still doing stuff.
She shows up every once in a while. It's just I remember like it was the it girl kind of thing where like she got real big and then everybody got mad and we hated her. You can't
be the it girl forever, man. No. Look at Jennifer Lawrence.
Look at Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. That movie that just had an indie niche to it, I guess, that I like was able to tolerate, and it was kind of just like. And we're gonna die now. See, I'm like, that's fine.
See, for me, that one was just so depressing.
So for instance, let's go into another. So Jeff Who Lives at Home.
Yes,
that's
I almost brought that one up.
That's one that puts me on tilt because I'm just like, what is the upside? Like, what are we getting from this?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I still have crippling depression, but I think things are gonna be okay.
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
yeah.
Nah, bro. That's
that mumblecore stuff where nothing. It's like I have a horrible problem. By the end of the movie, I still have a horrible problem, but I'm gonna keep being a pile of crap. Like I was talking about Half Nelson last episode. Half Nelson is the same kind of movie. Like he's still a piece of shit by the end of that movie. You know, it's. Oh
my god. You know. Sorry, I was. I made the comparison of like the last movie that like kind of put me on tilt, and I was like, Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I totally forgot where his mental illness and his suicidal bullshit stemmed from. And let's be real, most of the movie was more about like, I'm kind of a nerd, but Emma Watson's gonna get me out of it. I totally forgot his aunt was fucking Sally Field, and she like. Terrible movie. I hate this fucking movie.
Was Sally Field good in it though?
No. Well, I mean, she molests him.
Jesus Christ. I never saw Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's like I enjoyed Nick and Nora's playlist.
Yeah, no, that
and
was
I thought it was
fine.
going to be the same thing. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll give this a look. And then like everything I ever read, I was just like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it was just kind of
That's
like,
not Nick and
that was
Nora's
the two of them
playlist.
being like, oh, we're kind of outcasts, but we'll fuck. Or he finger bangs her and then she screams into the microphone. I forget that one. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, no, this is just fun. Like, this is normal. Like, I had an awkward phase, but I'm going to get out of it. Not like I'm going to be destroyed for the rest of my life. But Emma Watson is nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I don't like these, but that's why I didn't like Little Miss Sunshine.
He has this revelation seconds before his first sexual encounter with Emma Watson, and it's so bizarre. It was like when we were watching fucking SLC Punk 2.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, we're out of nowhere.
Where she's the love interest and then randomly fucking is just like, jerk yourself off, Dad. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Well, it wasn't that she was the love interest, the whole. It's that she always just seemed like a tough girl. And then at the 9th hour, they have this huge reveal that should have been established much before.
Much earlier.
Yeah. The movie
No,
just
and
got
then remember,
real.
there's like a beat after that, and then like they
And
make
it's wacky
out.
comedy,
and then
and
they
she
like
makes
make
out,
out. Yeah, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And we've been over this. You can listen to that episode where I talk about like, I'm not saying there's such thing as like a ruined woman and blah blah blah. Exclaimer! Exclaimer! Disclaimer! Disclaimer! Disclaimer!
Yeah.
It's just bizarre pacing
It's
wise.
terrible pacing. It's
Yeah.
awful pacing because, like I said, then they like we were just saying they make out almost immediately after that, and then there's wacky comedy, and it goes on being a terrible movie after this huge dramatic moment that drops out of nowhere for no real reason.
So it's like I can't put my finger on what the formula is to like bum me out and put me in a bad headspace after a movie.
Yeah.
But Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I'm telling you, fucking That Beautiful Boy movie, I'm like,
It's gonna do the same
no
thing.
way.
Yeah.
I see that fucking doing maybe I don't know. Shit hits too close to home, although I was never molested by any ants and I don't have any diagnosed mental illnesses.
Any diagnosed ones.
But I'm just like, I guess I know people, and it's like I know drug addicts.
Yeah.
And it's like that shit I don't want in my movie with no like resolution.
No positive upside or even a downside. You just keep going on.
I remember you asked me, you said, what were the perks of being a wallflower? And I was like, mental illness, I guess.
Yeah, that's what, mental illness. And I was like, oh, well, that's a terrible trade-off.
Yeah, so that was a weird tangent I got on. But like, there's not a lot of movies, like when they're done, I just go, either think about them, and I'm just like, oh, because they're, art and film.
I don't.
But like ones that just make me go like, ugh, I just feel fucking terrible now.
That's
Like, there's not
I
a
don't.
lot does that to me. I'll feel like I'll have that like gut wrenching thing where I'm just like, I hope I don't get stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
Like that. But to me, that's positive.
Yeah, no. I totally hear where you're coming from, dude. Because like I watch movies like that, and I was like, well, now I have to live the rest of my day.
Yeah.
Kind of how I felt after Green Room.
Yeah. To a certain, I mean, and A Star Is Born kind of had that effect a little bit, but it was just more of like, I thought it was really good, and it made me think.
But see, like that movie has I don't want to say arc, but a progress to it. Like it's the ups and downs of dealing with that.
Exactly.
And with a lot of these movies, like we're speculating about Beautiful Boy, and like
Very much.
like Half Nelson and stuff, where it's just like you just watch this. I watched one with Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis where their kid had fucking died.
Wow.
And it just gets, it's so flat for the whole movie, and then one big thing happens, but then after that it goes right back to being flat, and it's just like. I hate that style of indie movie, and it's always in indie movies. It is. I think that is what mumblecore is.
Yeah,
where nothing fucking happens and then the credits roll, and I hate that. That's why I hated Drinking Buddies.
Drinking Buddies. Yeah.
Nothing happened. Home for Christmas, I think, is the one I'm thinking of with Anna Kendrick.
Yeah,
and it's the same director and everything.
Yeah,
it's so. It's just like, well, did you enjoy that hour and a half? Because, this is the end of it. And that's honestly how Triple Frontier ends.
Okay.
They go to hell and everything, and then they don't end the movie. It just stops. And then the credits roll. And you're like, Okay, well, that was a time that I spent. Yeah, that was definitely an hour.
That was
and a half.
time spent on a thing.
Yeah, I hate that, and I don't always need a happy ending.
No,
or even
definitely
a sad ending, but I need a conclusion. I need a resolution.
Conclusion,
and I cannot
a
stand
statement, or like anything. Like,
to me, it is the laziest film genre,
Yeah.
dude. It's just like, well, we filmed a thing with actors and we wrote a story. Here you go.
yeah,
I cannot
ambiguous
stand
endings are one thing, but just fucking wallowing in misery.
Yeah.
It to make
For
you be
the
like,
sake of it.
get that asshole. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Anyway,
That was why I didn't see Ghost Story, because I thought it was going to be that. But from
No.
what you've said, it's actually got a very good
yes,
the film. And that's how the guy that did Drinking Buddies in that Christmas movie I was talking about, he did another one with Jake Johnson called Charlie's Game, I think is what it was. And it's fucking really good.
Really?
It's a Netflix movie. It was really, really good. He's a gambler. He's got an addiction to gambling and stuff. And he comes into all this fucking money and he kind of pisses it away. And then the rest is him trying to fix everything that he's fucked up and everything. And it's by the end of the movie, it's really good.
yeah,
Like
nice.
it has a resolution.
yeah,
It has a conclusion. And I like that. Like, don't present me with a problem and be like, problems are problems. I know that's real life. I don't like that in my stories, though. I want
sure.
to do something. I've dedicated time to
there needs
this.
to be a point to your story.
That's why I stopped. Yeah.
And ambiguity is fine, but just being like, and everything sucks is not that great.
And everything's still the way it was when you started this. That's why I stopped watching shows like Rescue Me and stuff like that, because nothing goes anywhere. It's just continue like, yeah, this is the way it is. And I'm like, I don't want it to be the way there is. Give me one person that advances. Give me an evolution.
Yeah.
I need that.
Exactly. Anyway,
Long story short,
long story short, don't watch fucking Three Frontier or whatever the fuck.
Triple Frontier.
Triple Frontier.
You can check it out. It's got some cool shit. There's a really cool helicopter sequence that goes on.
Sweet.
It's poorly executed great ideas, because there's this whole like, we're everyday people, we feel wronged, we're gonna go do like we're gonna go make right for ourselves, and there's this whole battle with greed and like paranoia that comes along with like that I liked that they addressed within this heist film. You don't see it very often unless it's like, the super duper grim gritty ones, and that's kind of what this Borderline's on.
Yeah.
And there's this angle of that, but it just kind of plods along after the heist, and then it just stops and the credits roll, and it's like, that's how we ended the story. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I could have watched 5 episodes of Friends,
Yeah,
Like,
God damn it. Anyway, well, that I think is going to wrap up the episode.
it should.
Probably
real
should.
quick. When all of it doesn't matter by the end of the movie, at least give me an enjoyable ride, in comparison, like Fargo,
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
or No Country for Old Men and stuff
Yep.
like that, where you're just like caught up in the characters and the story and the narrative, and then like at the end of the movie, everything that you thought was going to matter doesn't matter, but you've been along for the ride with all these characters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a resolution at the end, and it's a satisfying ending. That's all I want. I don't care if you get the money and like you have all the girls and everything, or whatever the hell that your point is in the story.
No. Artistic and ambiguous and sometimes downer. Or,
I'm
it's
running in a treadmill.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to explain. Just watch those movies and understand there is a difference.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
Heat.
Yeah.
Is a prime example where like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But you've been on the ride and it's been such a thrill ride, and stuff. And this one's just like, well.
So for instance, I don't care for Inside Llewyn Davis, but you do.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Because like the whole point of the movie is that nothing changed.
Exactly.
Really. But he's a little smarter now.
There's ways to do it. And we're not saying we want a happy ending. We're not saying everything needs to be wrapped up in a tight little bow. It's just some movies fucking use it as laziness. And it's not.
It's a cop-out to me.
It's a fucking crutch. It's a cop-out, for sure.
You just stopped. You just said, well, we've done enough. We've run out of film. We should just roll
and this will be
credits now.
this will be a nice ending. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call it. I'm calling it there. You can follow us. Actually, before that, we're on all major podcasting apps, including Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. We're Mighty Fish Productions.
Are we on Spotify yet? Somebody asked me.
We are not on Spotify yet. Somebody did ask that. No, they actually are putting people on there. So I'm going to look into that. Maybe Spotify soon. We're on Twitter at Mighty Fish Pod. You can email us at mightyfishpodcast@gmail.com. We're on twitch.tv/Mighty Fish Productions. YouTube, we are Mighty Fish Productions on there. You can watch Classic Catch Up. Maybe Let's Get Cooking. Those are some good ones. And we will be back in your ear holes next week.
We got another Classic Catch-Up coming down the road here.
And we do have more video content coming.
We have to pick a movie. I keep meaning to talk to you about that.
For sure. It's just, we gotta plan, we gotta watch, we gotta shoot, we gotta edit. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Number one priority is doing this. So at least every week we're gonna try to get this out. But we are working on other stuff. My name is Ryan.
And I am still and forever Josh.
And we will catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye. Cool. That's actually a decent head on a guinea, dude.
I agree. Fuck, this is good. Once this shit warms up.
Is that the stuff you bought the other day?
Yeah. It's fucking delicious.
You want to just make this the vaping podcast where we talk about...
Probably be much more popular.
Oh, God.
I don't think
it's so douchey.
We just talk about beer and vapes.
Guinness is the best. I believe that this year's Guinness is much better than last year's Guinness.
God, a beer podcast. I used to listen, or Brad used to listen to one.
I've checked out a couple of them. They're a little too...
They're too much.
Elitist for me.
Yeah, of course. You have to be like, I'm the best. If we came on here and we're like, sometimes you just want to pass blue ribbon on a hot day. There's like, nobody's gonna fucking listen to us.
Sometimes you don't have any money and you just want beer real quick, so you grab a can of fucking Natty Ice.
Hear me out. Keystone's not that bad. Sometimes.
I'm telling you, man, Bud's gonna make a comeback.
Yeah, Bud Red Label.